Hey everybody, this is Jeff from Intergalactic Toys, and today's episode we are talking about RLC 2021, the balance sheet thus so far. Okay, so you can see these are the membership car and the next, let's see, the first car, the second car I sold, the 32 Ford Coupe, and the third car is the 64 Impala. So we're here today to talk about all four cars, okay? And the profitability, the collectability of these cars, because I still see things on the screen that say RLC, no thank you. And, that just sounds like a bunch of nonsense to me, a bunch of gibberish. So this episode's going to go out to those who either really don't like Hot Wheels, because these are the most collectible cars there are, or they just don't like making money. So I have done the homework ahead of time on these cars, and I would love to go ahead and share that with you. We're gonna take a look at eBay today, okay? And sorry, folks. Sorry for the glare. Here is, the membership car with its button, and of course you get the patch Hot Wheels 2021. And the first car was the Candy Striper drag bus. The next car was the 32 Ford Coupe, which I don't have the gold one, and the Lowrider 64 Impala with those awesome hydraulics. All right, so before we get to the eBay and look at what has sold for what, I want to talk to you about collectability and profitability. All right, so here's the kind of craziness that we are talking about. I typed in Redline Club, and you scroll down, you get into some YouTube videos, and I'm not here to rag on other YouTubers. If their information is useful, that's great. So this one by Hot Customs, actually both of these are by Hot Customs. So I noticed them the other day. I haven't watched the videos. I have no interest in watching the videos because it's just crazy talk. So Hot Customs says, no thanks, I'm skipping the Hot Wheels 2021 Redline Club. Now, by the name, I could probably surmise that this person does customs and they make their own totally awesome stuff probably, okay? And that's great. Nothing wrong with that. And then down here has Hot Wheels Redline Club become a sellers club. And that's the same YouTuber. Which is funny because if you've ever met a Hot Wheels person, I had a little store that was 400 square feet at its biggest, and I used to sell Hot Wheels out of there, and I put a lot of Hot Wheels out. And I can tell you this right now, the new Hot Wheels collectors, it doesn't take long for them to learn the ropes. And what I mean by that is that there aren't Hot Wheels collectors out there, unless they're newbies, that just strictly buy and put it on their wall or in a box. What happens is they figure out, oh hey, this car is the one that everybody wants. Oh, that's how you spot a treasure hunt or a super treasure hunt. And they go out there, and all of a sudden now they're in the forums, they're trading, they're selling. Why? Because they want to buy whatever they want to buy, right? And it makes sense. Hey, if I find a car out there that's cost me $1 and it's going to go for $50, like a super treasure hunt, and I don't want the car because I'm not into the car, I'm going to sell that car, and now I've got $50 worth of cars that I can buy that I want. So Hot Wheels is a seller's club, always. That's just a dumb question. I don't even know why I even put that out there. But of course, YouTubers want you to watch their videos, so they're going to put out headlines like these to say, outrageous stuff. And that is outrageous, okay? So let's go over to our cars, and I'm going to tell you why these headlines are completely ridiculous. All right, so here I am you can see my messy desk, my messy office today. But okay, so we're talking about RLC 2021, the balance sheet so far. Now, we just showed you that, we've got YouTubers out there, and he's no exception. This person's no exception. There are a lot of people who are always like, RLC, man, I'm not going to do that. Oh, those cars are too expensive. I'm not going to make any money at it. And I've done the balance sheet so far for this year. I could do it for every year, and you're going to see there's a lot of profitability there. Hence the title, Has It Become a Seller's Club? Do you want every car? Me, I'm a European car lover. So the answer is no, I don't want every car. There's going to be a lot of cars that are really going to do what? Pay for other cars that I do want. And that's why I have cars here today to show you, okay? And so, all right, so the first car was the membership car, right? All right, the membership car, typically they're not very profitable cars, okay? This is the Boss Mustang, okay? It's a nice car. And it costs $20. But if you look at you'll see the receipt, that you'll see that the car was $6.95 to ship. So now we're already into it $26.95, and of course you get the button, and you get the nice RLC patch, okay, which I keep, and then we have the candy striper drag bus, right? That was the next car, okay, and then 32 Ford Coupe I sold, so I have that actual data of what I sold it for, but also price ranges. I'm gonna give you price ranges, and then the 64 Lowrider Impala. Okay, so those are the cars. So here's what you're saying. If on terms of collectability, okay, if you are a collector, I'm gonna assume that person's a collector, but they're also a customizer, and so do I. I do wheel swaps. You can see on my channel I do wheel swaps, I do decals, things like that. That's great. That's awesome. Okay, I've got them right here at my desk. Now, if you're a collector and you collect these dollar cars, the good news is you get what you pay for, right? Okay. Many years from now, maybe they'll be $2, $3. There isn't any money in that, okay? Unless you're going to be selling lots of them. But typically, if you sell collections, people don't give you that much for them. A lot of times, you even lose money. All right, these cars are not that awesome. I'm sorry, they really are nowhere near that on their best day. Okay, so you say, well, I can put rubber wheels on it. Well, you could do that anyway. You can do that to any car, $4 or $5. You got wheels, or you find them for less, like I did. Wheel Donors, watch that episode. And let's look at the premiums. So the premiums, you get the synthetic rubber. That's what every Hot Wheels collector wants, right? So you've got something like that. That's like a premium card, right? Or you might see them like this oftentimes, different series, Boulevard series. These are the synthetic rubbers right there. And, or you might see them, they're packaged like this. They're packaged very differently. So it could be like that, right? And so they're nice cars. But these cars are not as detailed as these, okay? And these are two different cars, of course. But this car, has like hydraulics. It can lift up and down. A lot of times RLC cars are super detailed. They get the Spectre Flame paint jobs, they get the synthetic rubber tires, and they get, unique wheels that you're not gonna be able to find anywhere else, that are very, very cool, like on this Impala, okay? So, and also, a lot of times they have opening doors and hoods, detailed engine bays, things like that you're not going to get, in most cases, you're not going to get that in these cars, okay? And in terms of collectability, so that's the number one. Number one, if you don't want to buy RLC, then I guess you don't really want to buy nice Hot Wheels. That's the only thing I can think of. If you are a die-class car collector and you want to buy Hot Wheels, those are the best. Those are the best Hot Wheels, okay? The only other cars that are worth anything are the Super Treasure Hunts, which come in, you can buy them for, if you can find them, and you have to have access to unopened cases. So, if you can find those, they're $1, okay? They got the synthetic rubber, they might have a Spectre Flame paint job, they're a little bit better, and, hey, you've got a $35, $40, $50, $60 car to sell or keep, okay? Super Treasure Hunts are very, very hard to find, trust me. All right, now, RLC, not hard to find. In fact, I don't even have to drive around. I don't have to go to Walmart. I don't have to, talk to the stock boy or know somebody. I don't have to do that or work there. All I have to do is be a member. And I paid into that once for the year. I'm a member. And every Tuesday I get up, not that early, on Mountain Time, so it's 10 o'clock, and I'm there ready to buy a car 15 minutes early. And 5 minutes afterward, because I use Shopify, I'm done. I've either bought the car or I haven't, okay? And so far, I bought all 4 cars, including the membership car this year. So it's not really that hard. But Super Treasure Hunts this year, I have found zilch, zero, nada, okay? I don't try that hard, to be honest with you. I don't ask for unopened cases in the back. I don't know anybody. I don't work there, so things like that. Okay, so RLC is the most profitable because even if you do find a Super Treasure Hunt, you paid $1, let's say it's worth $60, that's $59 profit, woohoo! Maybe we don't minus out eBay fees, let's just talk pure money there. Maybe you sold it locally. Okay, so you just made $59. That's awesome. But this drag bus, and not all RLC are going to be worth like what this drag bus is, okay? This thing will probably eventually be worth even more as time goes by. So this car, just to let you know, that drag bus on my balance sheet was it averaged sold, not listed, sold. Okay, we're going to go over that in a minute. For $140, and I paid with shipping $31.94. So you can do math. I made more than $59. So I made more than you people who found your Super Treasure Hunt, however you found it. Okay, all right. That's just That's just a fact. That's the way it works. All right. So, yes, super treasure hunters are great, but they're very, 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 very hard to find. Now, unless you're connected somewhere. You got to find those unopened cases, folks, and you got to go through a lot of them. Okay. These, I don't have to do it. Now, a lot of you are saying, oh, but I can't get these cars. I'm not that lucky. 4 out of 4, membership car, and then the next 3 cars. I'm really not that lucky. I use Windows 10, okay? I'm not using any, I don't have a super fast computer, nothing like that, or super fast connection, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a pause here and look at eBay sold and completed sales, not listed, not, oh, I'm dreaming. I want to list this car for $250, but they don't go for that, okay? So let's not look at that. Okay, here we go. So we are on eBay's page. I haven't logged in. And here we've typed in RLC exclusive Volkswagen drag bus 2021. So we would just get those drag buses, right? And these are the ones that are listed. So you can see there's just some craziness going on, right? This person wants 250. This person wants 140, both free shipping. That's not even close. All right, so let's not look at that. And let's go here. Let's click on sold items. You'll notice that completed items checks marks as well. So this is what stuff is really going for, what it's really selling for. We're not dreaming here. We're not doing, I don't know what's going on with some of those, why they're ridiculously priced. Okay, I am not looking at auctions, so I'm going to go ahead and hit buy it now. That's all listings. I don't go for auctions. I don't know if those are going to ship necessarily. I've heard a lot of horror stories on that. But also auctions, I mean, let's face it, when something's sold, you got to understand, when something is sold, it's sold. It's sold to one person. So even if somebody did get a steal here for 80 bucks, that's one person. Is that going to be you? Maybe. Probably not, though. Okay? Because that's only one person. So keep that in mind. The rest of the people are paying, as you can see, just round it, $140. $140. That took, they don't tell us what, they accepted a best offer. Okay? So that person with free shipping took got a great deal, right? This person, maybe 150, we don't know. That was 150. Here we go. Here's an outlier, what we call it. This person got a great deal at $106.95. So I marked that at $106.95. That's one person. It wasn't an auction, and I don't know if there's anything was wrong with that. You can look at the detail, but so sometimes stuff could come in damaged. I doubt it, but you never know. So you might want to look at that. But then again, you got people who aren't so lucky. Here's another one. Boom, on the high end. $190 this person. I'd hate. But this person bought before the other person on April 22nd. And then all of a sudden you go up here and you see the same day someone got it for that. And you're like, wow, that's just terrible, right? Of course, something looks off here with the picture, so I'm not sure. But it doesn't really matter because you're going to see that most of these are going for about $140. You can just keep scrolling down, okay? So that is not listed. That's sold. That's completed items on eBay. And you can do that with every car. Now, I have done that with every car for you. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the car, and then I'm going to tell you the price range, okay? Those outliers, the low and the high, and then the average price. And we're going to add it all up, and don't worry, folks, I'll put it on the screen so you can see the numbers and where you're at the end of this, okay? Okay, so here we go with the first car, the membership car. Now, membership cars typically you don't make any money on them, okay? I'm just gonna tell you that right off the bat, but you never know. Last year's Skyline, purple Skyline, was $60 or $70. We didn't pay that for it, okay? Typically, you're gonna spend on an RLC car, you're gonna go ahead and spend between $20 and $30 plus shipping, okay? Unless sometimes they had offered free shipping if you spent like 50 bucks or more, okay? So that's possible. And you want to take that into account if you're going to get some free shipping or not. All right, so this car, which came with a button, okay, we're talking about this Mustang there, so you can see it. Sorry about the reflection, folks. That's a better view right there. Okay, so that car right there, $26.95. A lot of people are like, well, I only paid 20 bucks for it. But actually, when you look at your receipt, you're going to see that there was $6.95 shipping on it, okay? You can throw that into the membership if you want to. The membership was $10. You can say, well, I only paid $16.95 for the membership. However you want to think about it on that first car. But I said $26.95. They only went for $29.99. Now, on eBay, there's no more PayPal, so there's no PayPal fees. And I'm going to include all this with shipping. That's I'm not separating out shipping. So that's the most that person got. So $29.99. Okay, that car ranged from at its lowest $29.45 all the way to $40. Okay, so if you minus 10% eBay fees because they've taken out last year with COVID-19, it's got their 10% listing fee. So if you take out that money, you didn't make money on that car. Okay, that happens. Now, the drag bus, here we go. Now we know we made money on this car, right? This car was $31.94 with shipping. Averaged at $140 it sold for, as we saw. And its lowest was $106.95, and its highest was $190. Okay, so that's a low and a high on that one. The 32 Ford Coupe, I'll put a picture in there because I already sold mine. That one I paid $31.94 as well. That one averaged at $40. I got $49 with shipping on that, so I did a little better than the average. It ranged from $35 to $100. Totally ridiculous. I don't know how somebody paid $100 for that car, but it can happen. Okay, and these are all buy it now, best offer. All right, and then the 64 Impala, which I'm keeping, I haven't sold it, I'm not going to sell it, but this is ranged from $83.25 to $160, and the average is $110. Paid $36.94 for it. All right, so when we add all those up, did we make any money? Well, the average was $330. The only actual price I took into account was the 32 Ford, which I sold for $49. So that's an actual figure. So $330. What did it cost us? $127.77. So that was $128 that we minused, okay, which gave us $202. I rounded. So $202 so far. I'm in the positive. Now let's minus out eBay fees, right? There's no PayPal, so we don't minus that out. Even though I told you that you don't minus 20% out, it's only 10%. But let's just minus 20% out. 20% is $66. So you're at $136. Okay. So far, 4 cars into it. 2 of them not that great. 2 of them pretty good. We have made $136. Now, if you look at the lows and the highs, you're between $254 and $490. Okay, because remember, some of those were ridiculously high, some of those were ridiculously low. Now, one thing you should note here it is, folks. For those of you who are like, oh, I'm not going to do RLC. So $127.77 for all 4 cars. That's what I paid. What I made on them, if I sold them all, okay, is $136. If you can do math, what does that mean? That means the next 4 cars, if I sold these, the next 4 cars are free. So if there is stuff I want, it's no problem. Now, typically it's not like that. You know, I wanted the drag bus. I'm going to keep the drag bus, right? But there are going to be plenty of cars to come this year. I'm not worried about it. Lots of stuff that I'm going to sell, I'm not going to want. And there will be a few cars. As a European car lover, they make a few. There's going to be a few that I want, right? And that is going to pay for what I keep. And so it's free, in essence, you know. And I will still probably make money at the end of the year. So if you look at that, why would you ever say no to RLC? They're the most collectible cars, right? And, I mean, look at this thing. Look at this thing. You know, came in a really, really cool box, in another box. I mean, if you love die-cast cars, you love Hot Wheels, these are the best cars. They don't make anything nicer than this. There is nothing nicer than these cars, okay? So, and for profitability, potentially you can make the most on these cars as well. Okay, and worst case scenario, you know, you're gonna make a little bit of money, but whatever you got is free, you know, that you keep if you're gonna keep any cars. And most RLC members I know, they're like me. I'm a European car lover, so what does that mean? That means I'm gonna sell all the Japanese cars, I'm gonna sell all the American cars, right? Maybe some British cars, who knows? But I mean, for me, it's awesome, you know. And even though I'm a European car lover, that doesn't mean I'm gonna keep every European car. There might be a Mercedes or a BMW that I sell. I don't care that much, as much for those as I do Porsche or Lamborghini or Ferrari, things like that. So, you know, there's plenty of cars to sell, okay? So there's really never, ever a reason, you know, to say no to that. And I keep showing you the drag bus. It's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesomeness. It doesn't get any better than that, okay? Even if you don't like drag buses, you know, I'll show you the Mustang instead, okay? You're an American car lover. You don't like Ford? There, I'll find a Chevy for you or Dodge. Okay, so that's it. That's the episode, folks. I think it's long enough. RLC balance sheet. If you found the information useful, hit a like, please. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. I give all my tips and help for free. There isn't anything I do here to make any money. I'm not monetized. I don't make any money. I don't make a dime. I don't make a penny on anything. I'm not one of those guys who's like, hey, you know, I'm going to give you the secret. There's just one thing to longevity in life, right? We've all seen that one. One thing. Just one thing. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to go drone on, and you're not going to know what that is, okay? Right? Because you got to keep watching, you know. So, no, we don't do any of that stuff, that silliness. No drama. It's all helpful tips as a toy collector to help you collect toys. So, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.